are here today for another story. If you didn't already know, my name is Miss B and I'm the creator of this YouTube channel. Also, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and press that little button below. Subscribe so you can get more Books with Miss B stories every single week. And check out my Instagram page at Books with Miss B. You can follow me there and make book requests, message me, let me know how you're doing and what your favorite stories are. I love when you reach out, so thank you to those of you who have already done so. Before we get started on today's story, I would like for you, my sweet human sitting right there, to lean in super close. Closer, closer. Okay, good. And I'd like for you to listen to this one very, oh so important thing. Are you ready? That one oh so important thing is that you, my sweet friend sitting right there, are absolutely perfect, just the way you are. True story. So please don't try to be anybody else. Don't do it. Just be you. Got it? Miss B loves you like crazy from the bottom of my heart. I so very much love you. Okay, so today's story is by one of our favorite authors. I have read several of his stories on my channel. So if you go to the videos button and you click, you can scroll down and find these stories, Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast. There's also A Case of the Stink-a-Stench and Mission Impossible. All Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast stories. Do you know who that author is? Have you heard of him before? It's like the dynamic duo. His name is Josh Funk. And the man that illustrates all of his amazing Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast stories is Brendan Kearney. And they've created another book. And if you haven't heard it, you're gonna love it. It's super sweet and sort of short. And it's called Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast, Short and Sweet. And I bet you're wondering what happens to these guys in the story. So it's kind of different than all the other ones that they've written, and I think you're gonna appreciate and love it like crazy. So let's get started. Still in the fridge and behind the Swiss chard in their apartment on Crust Boulevard, prepping a tea party ready to host, stood Lady Pancake beside Sir French Toast. Just as they finished the boiling and baking, Pancake said, "All of my muscles are aching." "Also," said Toast, "my complexion is pale." Pancake then screamed, "Are we both going stale?" Do you know what it means to go stale? Have you ever had a piece of bread that went stale? Yeah, it gets extra crunchy, right? It's not fresh and fluffy and soft anymore. So they're worried. Baron Van Waffle, their guest, said, "You're gruesome. I've never seen such a hideous twosome." The duo was shocked by their newly made friend. Waffle went on, "I don't mean to offend. In fact, it so happens there might be a cure. Check out Professor Biscotti's brochure." Professor Biscotti's laboratory. Starting to mildew or curdle or crumble? Don't sit around and complain, pout and grumble. Try out my patented despoiling ray. Feel fresh and young again. Visit today. Off to Professor Biscotti's they strode, down to her lab, out by Artichoke Road. Artichokes are so good. I used to eat these at my grandparents' house, and at first, the first time I ever tried one, I thought it was so bizarre. It was like this big green thing with a bunch of leaves, and they made it in, I think, a pot with water, and then they peeled off the leaves, and you dipped it in melted butter, and then you squirted it like on the top of your teeth and ate part of it. And guess what? Even though I thought it was so weird, I ended up loving them. So if you've never tried an artichoke, do it. You'll surprise yourself, I bet. "Greetings," she said as she tightened a gear. "Here for the despoiling. Terrific. Sit here." It's kind of a cool machine, isn't it? Made out of an avocado. Those are other, I think they're fruits, right? Not a vegetable because it has a seed. I love avocados. Nervously, Pancake and Toast settled in. Look at their chairs. That's a Picklefoot's footrest. Biscotti gave one tiny knob a quick spin with whooshes and whistles, a spark and a blast. The gadget emitted a laser at last. Where do they go? Waffle said and asked through the smoke. Right over here, a falsetto voice spoke. Explain what you did to them, Waffle demanded. Professor Biscotti said, I'll be candid. I'm over despoiled them with my device. I'm ever so sorry. I'll charge a half price. Waffle stood fuming. If you're fuming, you almost have like smoke coming out of your ears and your nose because you're so mad. His monocle shook. If you've heard stories before, I've introduced you to this word, monocle. You ever worn a monocle before in your eye? Charge us, screamed Waffle. They're children, just look. Shouted Pancake. Oh, Waffle, I'm scared. The monster will eat us, let's run, Toast declared. Eat you? I'm scary. No, wait, Waffle uttered. I thought you were my friends, but hey, Waffle stuttered. They shrunk like a tiny goop. He looks gigantic. Shrieking, the duo of pint-sized companions scampered and slid all the way to Bran Canyons. Bran Canyons. Do you know what bran is? Yeah, type of cereal. Over the great wall of pine nuts they dashed, and down through the fjords of Farfalle they splashed. It's making me hungry for a big bowl of pasta. Out of the lab came a blubbering moan. Baron Van Waffle sat weeping alone. They were my friends, but they ran off and fled. Am I a monster? 'Cause that's what they said. Professor Biscotti approached and began. My gadget, I'll fix it, but we need a plan. I wonder what they're going to do. Phew! Are we safe now? Asked Toast at Pie Pier. Pancake responded, No waffles round here. Then in the distance they spotted Lime's Square. Pancake asked, Race ya? And Toast said, I'm there. Down into the city they skipped and they hopped until Pasta Playground, where both of them stopped. Again, makes me want a bowl of pasta. Look at those little noodles. You know my son Jake, when we make spaghetti, he likes to eat the raw spaghetti. Before it's cooked, he likes to take one long skinny noodle and crunch it. Did you ever do that? Pancake played fetch with a little pet nugget that scampered away when she offered to hug it. Toast tried the seesaw. What's the seesaw made out of? Yep, a big piece of baguette bread and a chunk of cheese. Up and the swings and the slide, and that's when he saw something better inside. Waffle, still sour, knew just what to do. This is the bait that'll capture these two. Biscotti kept working on her laboratories, while Pancake and Toast sat enraptured by stories. This is how Miss B feels when she goes to the library. If you're enraptured, it means you're wrapped up in all of the delightful stories, and there's nothing else you could possibly think about but those stories, right? You're just in awe of them. Do you ever feel that way about books? Maybe something else? Until the two children inhaled something sweet, and instantly both of them raced to the street. What are they smelling that's sweet? They followed their noses past fjord, wall, and hill, and then kept on running and running until... The old syrup trick, Waffle said with a smirk. Professor, I've got them. So now will it work? She answered, I hope so, or else this endeavor might cause your two friends to be children forever. It whooshed and it whistled, except nothing sparked. Something's missing, Biscotti remarked. What could be missing? Waffle responded, "You've got to succeed." "Okay," said Biscotti, "but what does it need?" Waffle said, "Looks like the cogs are too slick. Maybe some syrup will get them to stick." It whooshed and it whistled, it sparked and it blasted. And when the smoke emptied, they stood flabbergasted. If you're flabbergasted, that's another really great juicy word. You're just standing there like this. Like you can't believe it. There are no words. Flabbergasted. Can you say that? Flabbergasted. It's fun to say. "Yes," said Biscotti. "Success. They've returned." Waffle, however, looked rather concerned. Biscotti continued, "Cheer up, you look awful. They called me a monster, remember?" said Waffle. "Ah, so you were the Waffle," said Pancake, appalled. "But we were the monsters," said Sir French, as he recalled. "Waffle, forgive us, dear friend," Pancake moaned. "We're ever so sorry," Sir French Toast atoned. Waffle stood silently, face filled with grief. And then Waffle let out a sigh of relief. "Oh, I worried I'd lost my new friends," Waffle wailed. "But everything's back to normal. You're back," he exhaled. "Waffle," said Pancake, "we'll always be chums." "Exactly," said Toast, "till we wither to crumbs." If you've read some of these stories that Josh Funk has written previously, Baron Van Waffle wasn't always their friend. You'll have to check those out if you haven't. In the apartment, they finished their tea. All of their aches and their mold ceased to be. What does that mean? Yeah, the mold is gone. It ceased to be. Poof, disappeared. The trio felt splendid, in spearmint condition, as friendship prevailed through their small expedition. Look at the posters on the wall. These are famous singers, but they're food versions. The last page is always the most fun. Juice Springsteen. There's the juice. But he's dressed like a famous singer named Bruce Springsteen, right? It says, "Welcome to Food Fest. I heart Jamie Hendrix. Bring back Spuddy Holly. And you're the boss, Juice." They used to call Bruce Springsteen the boss. Pretty sure they still do. Look at this page. Oh, so cool. You can check it all out before this. You guys can see it. Look at all of this amazingness that Brendan Kearney created. I love Brie. She's one of my favorites. The end. I hope you enjoyed this amazing Josh Funk story called Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast. Short and sweet. If you don't already have this book, go ahead and click the link below. I'll put it down in the comments so you can scoop this book up and add it to your own home library. And if you like this story, please press the like button, subscribe below so you can get more books with Miss B stories every single week. Until next time, I will see you all, and I love you like crazy. Mwah. Bye. Hi, my Books with Miss B friends. I have something very important I want you all to know.
Please, always remember this.
Remember that it is always
Very, very important to love who you are.
and don't try to be anybody else
But who you are. Because, in case you didn't know, I'm going to tell you.
you are without a doubt in my mind